What's up guys, Nolan here, and today we're going to be breaking from the norm on this channel because I don't actually have any extra info on the subject, and this is just going to be discussion and speculation. So I cannot count this as my normal no BS content because the way that this feature actually launches could be completely different than what I'm about to talk about, but I'm still as well informed as you can be on the subject. I'm just doing this to keep everybody else as informed as possible. A few days ago, I posted a video that was a brain dump about everything I have heard over the past few years about the development of Escape from Tarkov. The most controversial topic in that video was the karma system. Everybody seems to think it's going to kill the game and it's the worst thing since the weight system changes. But hold that thought for a second, because everybody freaked the fornicate out when they heard about it. They freaked out more the day that it was implemented. Meanwhile, BSG were already working on tweaks the day of and released changes that same day, as well as the days that followed based off of community feedback. The weight system didn't end up killing the game, and BSG was able to release a feature that they've always wanted in the game because it makes sense to be in a realistic shooter. Once it was live, they waited for the data and the feedback to come back and made changes based off of that. It's almost like we're testing this game while it's still under development, and they still wanted us to like the game, so they listened. Now, of course, there's going to be people that still absolutely hate it, and there's going to be people that absolutely love it, and they're going to love to go post their thoughts on the internet about it. Now, they only listen to a certain point because I know there's a significant portion of the community that just wants it gone and wants to be able to not just carry, but sprint and jump out of a map with a literal ton of gear on them. Sorry, but that's not EFT, and any aspirations you have of this being a more realistic Call of Duty is just not going to happen. Sure, once all the realistic features in the game are implemented, there are plenty of great players doing amazing things, but they still will have to make sense when it comes to the direction of the game. If you love the game as it is right now and you're not open-minded, then you're going to have a hard time going forward because there is still a lot that will change. The karma system will be one of those changes you'll need to look out for. Given the current info that we have on the karma system, it will significantly change the combat dynamic of Escape from Tarkov. You will have to identify anybody that you come across as friend or foe before fighting them. And you know guys, where does that actually sound from? Oh, that's real life. That's what people actually do in real life. All edgy jokes or anything like that aside, modern-day military-trained units do not shoot on sight. They get positive identification on the potential threats, then decide whether to engage it or not. Sometimes it's obvious and practically instantly clear they should fight, and sometimes it might take a little while and require some recon and a closer look. It will be the same in Escape from Tarkov. Honestly, I think it'll be kind of fun. Just picture a situation where you can't tell if the people you're looking at are friendly or not. You tell your buddy in Discord to go check it out, and he says he's not going down there, you go down. You just walked around the corner at Kiba. The door's already open and there's a friendly PMC on the other side. An empty can of Tashanka rolls by and it's cheeky Mexican standoff time. Before the karma system, you'd both just shoot immediately, which sure, the gunfight might be kind of fun, but it's still different, and not to mention every other game in the world does that. I think it has some great potential, but we'll see. The consequences are clear in theory, but we don't know how far it will go. We know that if you are a scav that kills a scav, a USEC that kills a USEC, or a bear that kills a bear, you will get punished by a percentage of bad luck in game. This will come in the form of decreased rep at the traders, worse RNG for weapon malfunctions, and lower RNG on random loot. For those of you guys that don't know, that's what happens when you open a box and see the gray boxes before they swap to real loot. The amount of bad rep and luck that gets dished out is what's in question, at least in my mind. If we accidentally bad frag and kill a friendly PMC, does that mean I no longer have level 4 traders? If a random troll decides that they want to be chaotic evil and kill everybody on sight, but you kill them after they shoot first, do you get punished? How many times does that troll need to make bad karma decisions before he's just completely screwed? Is the gun still going to be able to function at the end of the day? So you're saying he's going to be able to go on forever killing anybody on sight, and sure, the guns are going to misfire and jam practically constantly, and he won't be able to buy anything from the traders because they all hate him, but does it really matter at the end of the day when every other raid he's going to be getting out with friendly players' kits? There is one very big question that will need to get very clearly answered too. What if your friends are a different faction? I'm a bear, so does that mean I can't play with my friends who are USEC? Even if we can play together, what does that mean in game? Am I going to need to call my friend over to shoot at this other bear? Alternatively, what happens when we find a mixed group, but we're all one faction? Do we just kill the members of the other group that are a different faction? Their buddies are now going to need to either decide whether to get revenge and bad karma, or let their friends' deaths go unpunished. Is the tag based off of players or a group? This will allow you to play together normally, but what if your friend is too trigger happy and kills a friendly? Do you get bad karma too? That's a massive gray area and a minefield that BSG will have a hell of a time navigating. Just a random cool thing here that I can add in along with all the other bad things that you guys think are going to ruin the game. What if bounty hunting becomes a thing? Do we get stuff for killing very low karma players? It's not completely out of the question. We get stuff from Fence every time we use one of the scav exits in the game. Maybe this could be the same kind of thing. Another question will be, how precise will the tech go? If you shoot your friend's leg before extracting as a joke, are you going to get bad karma for it? Because that is realistic. You're definitely not going to shoot your friends in the legs in real life, or at least I hope you wouldn't. If that troll that we were talking about before shoots first, but is really bad and is clearly trying to kill you but misses a lot? Do you need to wait until he actually hits you before shooting back? Also, what about good karma? Is it just time-based? If we go a few raids without killing anybody but scavs, will it go back up? What if we don't even kill scavs? How far will it go back up? How is the game going to know if I have been a good little boy otherwise? I could have easily killed that guy who was looting a box, but realized that they were a friendly, so I didn't. Now what do I actually get out of that? Because it better be good. He had a meta AK and full gear on him that I wanted. Am all I gonna get out of this is an imaginary thumbs up from Peacekeeper in return? Same thing goes for the friendly unit that just walked out of the marked room. I don't know if he had a weapon case in his backpack. All of this will be tested thoroughly and of course reported on with feedback. The good news is that BSG have shown that they are willing to make changes and that they are capable of doing it quickly. When it's just a matter of numbers in the code, for instance, X amount of bad karma per X amount of damage to a friendly unit, it's not the end of the world, and even though it may require some kind of update or hotfix, BSG will be on it. Every few months, there's something that it seems the entire community likes to rage about. Whether it's the flea market, Mosins, thermal optics, medical animations, face hitbox, weight system, or now karma, there are going to be a lot of people that have fun crying about it, and we can't stop that. So when this feature finally drops, just remember we're here to test it and not just hate on it or the people who built it. Because at the end of the day, they just want to see the project they've been working on for years do well. This is the very first feature I am truly questioning the development of because of the questions I've raised in this video. I don't know how BSG will be able to keep the fabric of the game fun, but have this feature working as intended, especially around the gray areas of specifically group play and bad eggs. Then again, I don't smart good, and I'm not Nikita, so we'll see what happens. To hear about the future of EFT and stay up to date with the development, you can check out my EFT development playlist. For no BS EFT tutorials, you can check out my EFT Like a Pro playlist. If you like this video, then you know the drill. I really appreciate the people who do. If you lack the critical info, then you can ask me during my live streams. Otherwise, I hope you at least learn something, and I also hope you have a nice day. See you guys.